Zelgadissan going with FF6 Mug, Kupo to you too. And Dark Shadows going with Andy's Pug. And with that, we are off. Bottom two going Sanctuary for Quack. Okay, guy going same route, but he's going to save and quit, probably go right to Link's house, maybe pull a South Village strategy. Bottom two runners, looks like they're setting up a Houlihan. Math Girl going the same route to start as well with Sanctuary.
Well, let's see if the OK Guy's divergence pays off.
Oh, okay, guy going South Shore. All right, I like this play. Looks like Math Girl's going to set up Houlihan as well. So no cash worries early on. Everybody's got those bomb funds. We see there is a small key as the sunken treasure today. Big 50 inside the Watergate. Castle Tower. Oh no. One more of those and we might have an Agaseed. It's like, I can't go mini Boulderworm Cave. Oh, the early gamble not paying, so where to now? South Village? Was that a race game, Moon Pearl?
Yes, it was.
Oh. And everybody's in a different place now. Math Girl's going up to see what the uncle has. Dark Shadows going to see good friend Salad Shooter and raid his attic.
Green Pendant and Ice Palace.
And Uncle just had a big 20. Okay. And a bomb upgrade from Uncle's chest. Math Girl's going to try
Ether.
Ether in the back of Salad Shooter?
Yes.
So already at 2 of the medallions. Oh boy.
Now let's just hope Bombos is required.
And then it doesn't matter what Meyer or Turtle Rock have, because we can go into either. Dark Shadows is trying Eastern Palace with bombs as the only weapon.
Power Love in the village.
Left side runners both having Moon Pearl now. Oh, that was a hammer on Math Girl's screen, which means welcome to an Agaseed, everybody. And she's the only one that knows at this point. Oh. And what are those? We have boots in Eastern Palace?
Let's hope the OK Guy finds that out soon, because he's got that Castle Tower first key. He's better find the second.
So gloves in the back of the bar. Okay, guys, gonna farm some stuff out in the sealed house. Map for Ganon's Tower. Was that in the Skullwoods Fall? Or Lostwoods Fall?
Compass.
Small key to
The other
Castle
small key
Tower
to
in the
Castle
well.
Tower.
Oh no. 2 Castle Tower keys and a pearl. Cape and sword, and we're off to Aghanim's Tower.
We're about to see Aga soon.
The Lumberjacks are holding the hammer. Small key to GT in the compass chest of Eastern. I think this is the most early divergence I have ever seen out of a seed.
Definitely most early divergence I have ever seen.
Math Girl buying bombs while OK Guy finds a 10 bomb upgrade in the chicken house. Shadows going through some Eastern Palace dark rooms. He's probably on his way to the big keys chest. Also have a compass of GT from the well. Of course, compasses in Keysanity, all they do is just tell you how much of the dungeon's items you've gotten so far.
The OK Guy now having both Castle Tower keys.
Shadows does not have enough health to... Oh no! He's got to clear this room to get those fire fairies free. Does not have the health to damage boost. Math Girl's about to get Castle Tower key number 1. She finds number 2. Wonder what's going to go through her mind. Maybe
she's
Rage
the only
Slash,
one
but
who...
there's no sword.
Well, she's the only one who knows it's an Agaseed.
Yeah, and the key's just like, okay, I know what has to happen. Chat pointing out the myths are possible with what we know so far. Zell's going in the back of Escape. Pod key. And it's Rocky. Okay. So Dark Shadows early Eastern play definitely paid off because of those boots. And the benefit of all that early divergence, we can sit back and relax because we're not going to get any new knowledge for a little bit. Dark Shadows now knows the dirty secret of the seed. And with Mitts in library, Dark Shadows is going to be happy to have those boots. Okay, guys, like, oh, I gotta be negative. Zell is the first one to head into what I like to call the new hype cave. It's Mini Mold Worm. Just chucking bombs everywhere. Nicely cleared. Let's see what we got here. Mirror. Piece of heart. Big 20. Piece of heart. And the desert key. If we get a flute, that's some good clearing on the lower part of Desert Palace.
So what would you give that on the hype scale?
I'd probably put that at a 7. It really depends on what that key leads to, though. I mean, mirror is nice, but depending on where the pens and crystals fall, may not necessarily be a required item, actually. And Zell's also going to go the full way, going into the ice cave. As OK Guy decided to brave the dark and go up the mountain. Hyrule Castle small key from Ice Cave, just a big ol' heart inside of Spectacle Rock, so okay guy's gonna try somewhere else now.
Dark Shadows picking up that first Castle Tower small key.
So right now we're just wondering, wait, what did that the bottle vendor have? Do you have single arrow? Or was that a 10-pack? Oh, 5 upgrade, okay. Thought we had validation for a moment there. So it'd be really nice to get a sword. Hopefully, even though Aghanim is just taunting us with those castle tower keys, I just hope we can find a sword pretty quick, because otherwise it is curtains for that Aghanim early play. Both Moon Pearl and Mitts available. Even without the hammer, that gives us some limited Dark World access. Maybe the sword is actually in the Dark World.
The okay guy with the hula hand play.
Yep, going in what I'd say an atypical route to get there, but still nice 255 rupees in your pocket. If you're eluding the mini moldworm, and Dark Shadows about to pick up the Moon Pearl. Zell's and Eastern with boots, dashing it rather nicely. But there wasn't a whole heck of a lot else in here. Oh no!
Girl taking a D.
An Ice Palace having that key. Oh. Or, sorry, Ice Cave having that key. Yep, she looks like she's going Eastern Palace. No. Yes, Eastern Palace. Okay, just going the long way around. Okay, guy clears mini moldworm. And it seems we're starting to get maybe a little bit of convergence here. Now, Dark Shadows also has, with boots and mitts, could go over into King's Tomb. I'm surprised didn't do that while over in the Sanctuary. Math Girl heading over to Eastern. She's going to get her boots shortly. So, okay, guy, the only one who has not gone east yet. Interesting. Okay, guy, fake flippering. So, to heck with the logic, I'm just going to do what I want.
And all four runners now have both Castle Tower small keys.
So things are lining up nicely there. Let's see what the Waterfalls got today after he activates water walking. At 10:30 this morning, the lamp was actually held by King Zora and was holding it for ransom. So it could happen again. Chat's open for the lamp in Thieves' Town, which is accessible with what we have available. Now, I like the item setup now that our bottom two runners have. Mitts, Boots, and Mirror gives you a lot of dual world access, especially with, of course, Moon Pearl to do some stuff in the Dark World. You can sort of do this whole tour of the Dark World and catch Light World at the same time, going from the cemetery, sort of a counterclockwise through the village, and ending up down at Hype Cave. Maybe even, if you've got the money, continue it through, although we don't have flippers to get across the gap towards Pod and route in Pyramid, Catfish, and end at Zora. It's a very good sweep, and you can just clear almost all the Light World, Dark World overworlds that way.
And it looks like Zell is making the Skull Woods play. Let's see how this pays off.
I believe with all that overworld possibility, dungeons tend to be denser for items. It's also interesting just to watch from an observer's point of view. All the differences that, even though our runners mostly have the same information, what options they're choosing is all different. Let's see what the hobo has from the Dark
Bottle
Shadows perspective.
in Skull Woods.
Okay, so Sick Kid's easily available, just a mirror warp away. Hobo just had a big 20. Darn it. Math Girl got Mitts now, so it's okay. Good, you remembered about the Mitts being in the library. Gonna try something else, even though she had Dark World access and could start doing some Village Outcast stuff. So else gotta be careful. Now that fake flipper glitch you've been seeing a few of our runners employ, of course you take one hit of damage in that state and you're just insta-dead. Very risky.
Small key to Meyer, and Zell just got grabbed by a wall master.
Math Girl just can't make it over to the ice cave. Crabs. Crabs will get you. With no armor, that's 2 hearts of damage each. Vicious. Zell's gonna get a check of the Bumper Cave. Piece of Heart, we're gonna move on. No cape needed for that, at least. Maybe it'll be needed to access Aghanim. And he's gonna get that unfortunate piece of news shortly, as long as he can warp in a proper place. So I believe with Zell checking the Lumberjacks, all 4 runners know we are in an Agassiz. Math Girl also going into Skull Woods versus Zell, who's playing the overworld strats I mentioned earlier. Probably going to do that very same full sweep. Is okay, guys, trying to farm some more bombs out, because that's still the only practical weapon. And we're 20 minutes in. Thanks, chat, for the subtle reminder there that also we need a lamp as well as a cape and a sword, or 2 swords, to go into Aga Tower and free that hammer. So it wasn't the hammer on pedestal we were hoping for before the race started, but it's pretty similar, as Dark Shadows also picking up that bottle. We've yet to see what Sick Kid has, however. Pod key inside of the King's Tomb. Puts Zell 2 out of the 6. Of course, in version 28 of the logic, always good to have as many of those keys as possible, because there is a potential of a soft lock in pod if you decide to rush the boss too early without checking everything else first. Sword could be in a lot of places right now. There's a ton of overworld to check. Cave 45, Microsoft is in that set. Big 50 in the C-shaped house, it's not there.
Did Math Girl get that bottle?
Probably. I don't know how much of the wood she did, but all 3 of our other runners at least now have it, because OkayGuy just picked it up. Sick Kid with a hook shot. That's huge. Sorry, D2 Kemps, no hook shot and hook shot cave for you today. Dark Shadows burning the fairy in that first bottle, as Math Girls decided to fake a swim. Now here's something for you to ponder. With everybody fake flip ring, if we get a fire rod, there could be a little bit of out of logic Ice Palace diving. Like this ratting by Zell, also going in to get the first 4 items of Thieves Town in the overworld run. Another pod key. It appears Dark Shadows is going to do much the same kind of route. And there is the fire rod. We have a weapon other than bombs. It only took 24 minutes to get there. And Ice Rod being in the cave north of Graveyard. Oh, Trinex? Man, this Thieves Town is loaded. There's a magic powder and half magic? Whoa! The Thieves Town is loaded. We're going to go to a bat probably in this route too, which is nice to add that. However, of course, can't check one thing in this big overworld stretch, and that is the hammer pegs, because we have them. So yeah, man, if you can recap what's going on the other screens, I'm going to see how many digs it takes for Zell to find something.
All right.
8 for a big 20. Woohoo.
Still questioning whether Math Girl has got that bottle, because if not, she's going to be in for a world of hurt.
Oh, that's nice. Water walking to get that access towards the ice cave at last. Just avoid those crabs. No big tour for Jeremiah from Zell's side. He's going to get turned in immediately.
Dark Shadows finding that big 20 in the chess game.
Gonna route the purple chest probably into this tour as well. Lampsmiths? Really? So, we are sword and cape. We're 2 swords away from Aga. Let's see what the bat has. Na 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 na.
Nothing.
Piece of heart. Piece of heart, roughly equatable to nothing. Probably only like 1 order of approximation away, those two. So Thieves Town, really nice. Not only do you get the fire rod, but you also get half magic, which is a free fill-up.
Math Girl going back to Skullwoods, probably realizing she forgot something.
Back to Dark World in general, because that is the only Dark World portal they can access now, I believe. Dark Shadows picking up that hook shot from Sick Kid. Oh, Math Girl's just going to start the Dark Village tour. Of course, with the randomizer logic, you don't have to keep going to that game. It'll be the first time you play the item you want every single time. Dark Shadows turning in Jeremiah as Zell is going on lunch break. Top 2 runners, of course, finishing up the Dark Village. As we get our first glance into Cave 45. Cave 45 bombs. Okay, guy gets the hook. Stumpy was loaded for cash with a big old 300. That is now Zora money.
Dark Shadows gonna go find his nothing.
Okay, guy gonna lose his Zora money playing the digging game. Pay 80, get 20. He's gonna dig for more cash, try to get back up to that 500. And the cave of questionable value, which others might actually call Hype Cave, let's see how good it is today. Bombs. Swamp Palace Small Key. Heart, second bottle, and another heart. That's a Swamp Palace Small Key. I hype that cave. 9 out of 10. Would hype again.
Oh, Math Girl does not have the bottle. She can't get the hook shot.
But if she overworld routes and gets that Hype Cave check, she'll get the bottle from there. Turtle Rock and Swamp Palace are the big bomb keys, so that Hype Cave is really, really hype. I'm even going to make it now a 10 out of 10. Okay, guys, on lunch break. Dark Shadows over in the desert area gonna farm a quick 50. Lunchbox has the small key to pod. That's number 4 for Zell. Dark Shadows giving us our first Agana check. It's a Sphere 0 location, but it's kind of out of the way. And not worth it today with only a pizza. Zell's got a lamp and a hook shot. He's going to go up and east across Death Mountain. With the mitts as well, going to check the dark side. That's going to be on the order of probably 15, 20 items. And as the adversary points out in chat, we have hit the 30-minute mark, and there is still no sword. Yes, this is not a swordless Keysanity. They literally just haven't found one yet. Gary having the map to Tower of Hera, maybe it'll be worth going up there. So, Yanni Man, you've watched a lot of Seeds. Probably have watched a bit more than I have in this tournament. What is the latest you've seen a first sword for a runner?
I think 40 minutes in.
The magical boomerang is on top of Spectral Rock today. I bet you she's happy getting that lamp over there, Math Girl, because no more dark rooms. Dark Shadows coming up the mountain as Zell is in Tower of Hera. Came up the west side. First item, big 300. Yeah, that's worth picking up. Tower of Hera's big key chest proving that this is a valid seed because we found the silver arrow.
Single
One
arrow.
of those in the whole game. Okay, guy also playing the Agana game. Not gonna win there. Dark Shadows picks up his 300. He'll get his Iron Trials. Zell, meanwhile, doing the East Mountain. Math Girls finishing a lunch break. Flute! Paradox Caves 2 chest room has a flute.
And baby's first shield.
I said baby's first shield. That's equally important. I mean, deflecting arrows, kind of a big deal. And the 5 at small key to Skullwoods, John Cena's cape.
Cape!
Now we just need a sword and daggers available. There's the bow! So that makes Eastern Palace a full clear. Without a sword. What? Okay, guy with a successful hover. Mushroom and Super Bunny, along with an armor upgrade for Zell. One of the things you gotta remember is to turn that mushroom in, otherwise it could badger you later on.
It may not be evident whether you turned it in because there's always powder on top of it.
And all of our runners actually already having powder. That is quite valid. As OkayGuy makes a quick dash around Spiral Cave. For an arrow upgrade. Zell is heading into Hookshot Cave with a hookshot. Big key to pod. Nice find. Another 300? Have we found all 4 already? This is crazy. Another small key for pod. Water toes! Answer my own question. Those are flippers. They let you swim. I've only encountered a mountain this good once before. We were calling it Treasure Mountain. I will call it once again Treasure Mountain because, oh my god, everything was up there today. And the timer keeps ticking. We're now 37 minutes without a sword.
And since we know the hammer is sword locked, that's pretty bad.
This is bad. It is so bad, in fact, Zell is going into Hera basement to take the coffee break. Earning the break with a fire rod. Saw a map flash on DarkShadows' side. Presumably our trackers are hard at work unlocking some more locations for us from a dungeon perspective. I have to go pause for a minute on that ice rod. Like, is this real? Am I still without a sword at 38 minutes? Yes, you are still without a sword at 38 minutes.
And nothing in the tile room of Tower of Hera.
Tower of Hera basement just for a piece of heart. So the search continues. So I'd be scratching my head if I were running this scene, because I mean, you have a whole bunch of items. I mean, look at those trackers. They are all sorts of full of stuff, but there's no sword. So what do you do? Well, if you're OkayGuy, you just got the flute, you're going to activate it. And with mitts available, mire? Maybe the mire shed?
And the
maybe
goose is loose.
checkerboard? But it doesn't matter what medallions you have, you don't have a sword. You can't activate them to even get into mire or T-Rock. If you're watching this and you're building a Plando, you should be taking notes right about now. Everybody's gone into trace the steps of others mode once again. Flippers. Oh, I hate to say it, but
And as a side note, Math Girl's still without that bottle.
as we may now be seated since Zell has activated the flute, the goose is loose. For 40 minutes. No sword. I hate to commentator curse, but oh, mushroom turning. Maybe the witch is holding out on us. Okay, guy, what did you just do? You just totally messed up the entire screen for us. Thank you. You just completely are going to give me a headache with that.
Okay, guy, why are you doing this to us?
Because he can. And with all this money, you might as well upgrade your 2 bottles to Blue Goose. They're holding a small key to T-Rock, those witches. And we still have no sword from either that or the Myers Shed. And it's not in checkerboard either. Small key there, where does it go to? T-Rock, that's 2.
So is that our third T-Rock key?
That was the 3rd that we know of. Both of our left side runners are at 2, but they have 2 different ones. Math Girl's got her bottle from Hype Cave, so hopefully she'll be going to see a sick kid and get that hook shot. Getting back on track. Nobody's checked, oh gosh, what locations. Zora's still available. Armos might actually be holding the sword. They have bow, they can finish. That one, at least our Math Girl will be getting in her searches at some point now that she's got that bottle that blocked so much. That's why I say, Plando runners, take note. Bottles can be used as a sequence, as a fetch quest chain. Cell's over east side of the desert. Nothing so far. Okay, guy right on Cell's heels. No dice though. Still. Armos could have it. And as chat mentioned, it could be on the way up to Aga himself. Since we have the cape, we can at least get into the tower. There's Catfish. There's, yeah, there is Catfish still out there. Zora. I think Zora's ledge has not been seen yet. I'd be wanting to say Spike Cave, but there's no hammer, and that's hammerlocked. Likewise, T-Rock, even though we know it's Quake, they have access. Even with the sword, they need the hammer first. The hammer, Lord Zeno, since you joined us late, is being locked behind the lumberjack tree. When I'm in the commentary booth like this, I like to hype a seed. I like to hype a race whenever possible. If you've heard before, the volume might get a bit crazy when that sword comes. I'm warning you now if you're on headphones. Because the excitement when you're over 45 minutes and finally get a sword, that hype can be real. And is Math Girl the first to go into the castle dungeon?
It's possible.
big key for Hera was the first item in the swamp. If the sword's in Zelda's chest, that could easily put Math Girl back into the thick of this race.
Math Girl getting blue mail in the castle dungeon.
So we know where both males have been found then. Because I saw blue mail elsewhere for other runners. So yes, she is the first to take this option. Shadow's gonna get second bottle and swamp access from Hype Cave. Zell's climbing a pyramid. Sword could be there. No, but it's something, all right. Those are the silver arrows, which are way more powerful than any sword. Okay, guy, turn it in rock to catfish. See what that produces as Math Girl's head in the back of his cave. First to put that Hyrule Castle key to use. Zell's on Math Girl's heels, doing that castle check. And by God, it's Daniel Bryan's safety cane in the dark room of escape. Okay, guy, paying off Zora. I was not looking at the screen, so I don't know what was there. As I look on the later stream, just a piece of heart, though, so. 47 minutes! No sword.
This seed is one of them that's as trolly as it gets.
You couldn't build a Plando this bad. Honestly. I mean, Agate Tower is available. The first chest of the tower could have that sword. I hate to commentator curse, but it's looking more and more likely. Or, oh no. It happened to me for gloves on a seed I ran, the only time I've ever been featured. There was a glove in the very first chest of Pod. That chest is available. Zell checking the uncle at almost 50 minutes. Just a big 20 there. I'm speechless. I can't believe it. I'm actually legitimately speechless at this seed.
It's hard to think, where could that sword be?
There's 4 of them. We just need one.
Probably the other 3 are hammer locked.
That is entirely possible. So we know King Ripoff is living up to his name. Okay, guy is opening the Palace of Darkness.
Well, he knows he can't fully clear it because he knows where hammer is.
But he's going to do as much as he can. He's coming in with 5 keys. If you can hammer yump, then that is access to every single item that is not blocked by the hammer. So to recap what's going on in Pod, there are 6 keys total. Hammer jump eliminates the need for one of them.
Zell checking Castle Tower.
And Hammer avoids the other because you can avoid the front door, but that's not the case here. Zell's in Agate Tower. Oh boy. These are pretty much, I think, maybe the last two locations. Piece of heart in the first tower chest. We got swag for Aghanim.
Let's see what's here.
Small key to Ice Palace. Zell said, I got nothing. That is an abort of Castle Tower.
Well, Ice Palace is on the table.
We got flips, we got fire source, yeah, ice. Maybe Cold Stare's hiding that sword, who knows? If you are just tuning in, we have 51 swordless minutes in this seed. Your eyes do not deceive you. The mode is Keysanity. It is not swordless. Okay, guy upgrading a fire shield. Zell's gonna be right on his heels heading into pod. Bugnet does open up Aga chat, but it's curtains if you don't have a sword. Curtains! Specifically one curtain that's right before Aghanim's room. Seeing Brewers fan in chat. Are we gonna be Master Sword for Go Mode item? Is that even possible? There it is! It's the sword! At 52 minutes, it is the pod big chest. Somebody clip that, please. "52 minutes swordless for our first fighter." Zell's gonna definitely pick up that sword shortly, so let's move over the right side, see what's going on. Math Girl's in the Treasure Mountain, gonna be picking up all kinds of good stuff. Dark Shadows taking care of castle work, gonna pick up the King Brian in the dark room. That's a 53 3/4 minutes uncle for Okay Guy. Ugh. Wow. Insomnia Cure, you're asking about a hammer. Lumberjacks are holding it. That's why I've been waiting for the sword, just for one little curtain in front of Aghanim. Those tower keys were incredibly early. Okay, guy is going through Castle Escape. Zell? No! You're going the wrong way! What are you... Ah! Huh? I'm confused by Zell here. I realized, oh, wait. This is pod. It's also called by a lot of people the mullet dungeon. Spiz in the front, party in the back, and it's a sword party back there today. Shadows heading down towards Zelda's chest. Okay, guy on that route as well. Zelda's got that little pod basement room handled. Gonna head over towards the big old chest after checking the harmless Elway. Math Girl looting that mountain for all it's worth. And oddest thing, at 55 minutes, we're at all red males now, with only one runner, now 2 runners with swords. Zell dropping a few bombs of gratitude on that big chest. If you pity these runners for having to run this seed, give them a follow.
I would not want to be in their shoes.
Nope. I would have probably thrown a dot forfeit a lot earlier, though. The mental logic you have because you're fighting so many items more than anything, the keys are coming in pretty good as well. You can still check a lot of things, as OK Guy is gonna, looks like, be the first to go into the tower with the sword. And Math Girl's thinking, flippers. Uh-oh. Where do I have to go for the sword? It'd be awesome to see if somebody finds their first sword from their location. Dark Shadows trying Aga Tower without that sword. I'm gonna laugh if there's a second sword in Aga Tower, just saying. Lemon Alley, both islands, I believe, the mountain one as well as the lake one, were not useful this time. Oh, apparently I was wrong. Light blue for cloud, benching the Hurricane, yeah. I'm sorry, this siege just blown my mind. I can't even function right now, hardly. 52 minutes for a frickin' sword. Dark Shadows realized the sword is not in the tower. Dark Shadows is going for Ice Palace. Oh boy.
Well, what could be in ice?
3 swords could be there, just saying. There's what, 8 items in this dungeon total? So, those of you who know the logic, help us out here. Can Ice Palace be actually done without a sword? Where is the sword needed for Ice Palace? Can't be, but I've all but 2 chests. Sune says it is clearable. Oh, the hammer to get to Cold Stare! I've been in this situation. Math Girl has actually personally lectured me about this situation of Ice Palace without a hammer. Could do without the sword though, but since hammer sword. Oh. Zell's gonna give us the swag. An OK Guy getting in on the swag as well.
Bug nest stretch just for laughs.
Net dashing, always nice. And at 1 hour, OkayGuy clears AGA 1. And shortly we'll be picking up, finally, a hammer. Zell, however, right on his heels. Dark Shadows deciding not to go with the pod play and take the gamble on the Ice Palace. Trying the bomb jump here. So, gotta get the setup right. It's not gonna do it. It's 1 pixel, man. Just 1 pixel. That's all I need. Math Girl is activating the swag duck. All players can fly around as they wish.
Not that it's gotten us anywhere yet.
True, but now that there is a sword, Meyer has opened up, and the hammer's opened up its own mess of stuff. Math Girl's turning in a mushroom. Gonna get a small key for that.
Now imagine if Meyer is bombos locked.
There would be probably 10 rage slashes at least.
Thinking you're done, then the seed looks at you and says, "Oh, by the way, you're not done yet."
Hey, Dark Shadows, you need a hammer for those. Go elsewhere. Vanilla Ice Palace Big Key. Is this even randomized? Come on. This is a crystal here. Nope. It is a green pendant for Ice Palace. Ooh, that's trolly. That's trolly right there, Seed. Math Girl about to pay the $100 fine. Looks like OkayGuy's gonna go take care and exterminate a moth. Zell's right behind. Since they have both picked up their hammers.
Math Girl learning a life lesson.
This seed has been a life lesson. Dark Shadows had enough of ice. Got as much as he could out of there, and not a lot of progression. Still looking for the sword that we know is in the big chest of pot. Math Girl sees that it is... Was that Ether for Meyer? Is our first Meyer dungeon check? Yes, it is. That too is vanilla, so both Meyer and T-Rock accesses are perfectly normal. Bombos, not necessary.
I'm sure our
You can
runners
get
are
in without a sword.
I'm sure our runners are happy about that they don't need bombos because none of them have it.
That is true. That's a bit of a load off the mind. But if Meyer is a crystal, we might not yet be go mode, since Meyer requires King is smart. We also don't know if this is a pedestal seat. Nobody's got a book. As both our left side runners take care of the moth for $5 and a crystal.
But we already know T-Rock is a crystal.
5-6. That's true.
So we already know we need Kane Samaria.
Is indeed necessary. What we don't know, of course, is where it is, but then again, that's the whole idea behind the randomizer. 104, first crystal. Ugh, that. Ugh. If you've been watching since the beginning, you might want to get some coffee brewed. This might take a while today. Oh, Dark Shadows found Bombos! It was in Hera! If you're wondering who is erasing whom, it is the top two against each other and the bottom two against each other as well. This is 1v1 races. They're just all on the same seed and on the same stream for convenience.
Convenient for both of the runners with swords because they are not racing each other.
Yeah, that is kind of a big advantage right now. And Bathgirl's primary weapon, Kane O'Brien. Ugh. I tell you, when you're swordless for this long, you start to look at your inventory and start thinking in the back of your head, what weapons are best used in what situations? It's not just use a sword in everything. Left side runners learning about that Tower of Hera big key, which will lead you up the tower, presumably to Dark Shadows bomb post. Hammer opens up, of course, a lot of options, one of those being the Spike Cave alluded to in chat, which is completely out of the way and an exact waste of time, but it might have something big. Seed control in many ways. So, here's the thing. Our left side runners are both in swamp, right? Hear me out. Does Fighter Sword actually damage Argus? I don't know this. So, with Hammer and Hookshot, we'll see menu times possibly inflate dramatically. Choose Strike Back. The Hammer was in Lumberjack, and the sword to open that curtain was found at 52 minutes.
Fighter sword slashes do not damage Argus.
Menu boss hype. And with the fighter sword, you can't reach through there to that crystal switch. Ingenious bonk strats from OkayGuy.
An incredible amount of ingenuity that our runners have had to have throughout this race.
Now, I admit I am not one to normally name a seed, but if there was ever the anti-Corneria seed, because there were no swords for so long, this would be it. Anybody who's seen some more... this is the latest I've ever seen a first sword. I don't know if it's been later, but... I've got nothing. There's no basis of comparison for me. Fighter sword spins apparently will do the job, according to someone in the chat. So, fighter sword spin Argus? No, just use that. I mean, you waited an hour to get it. You might as well get some use out of it, right?
I don't think you can get spins in time before the eyeballs go back inside Argus.
Equally valid point. Riggerl boomerang and a mirror shield inside of the left side of Swamp. Oh. Mirror shield and red mail before Master Sword. Welcome to Keysanity. Zeno's seen a 70-minute burst sword. Well, we're at 70 minutes, and 2 of our runners still haven't found their sword.
Two runners on the left side have been very synchronized throughout this race.
Yeah, the left duo, I think the left duo has an advantage here, and they have a very strong one.
Considering they've had sword for about 15 minutes.
And the right two runners are in or going to pod. Rage slashes?
I don't want to say you're going the wrong way, but you're going the wrong way.
Drain chests, a big heart, and a small key to Skull Woods. Not really worth it today. But give them time. They've got a lot of pod keys available, 5 each, so they're bound to find that sword quite soon enough. Map to Thieves Town. You can look at the sink on the left side. My goodness.
And it would seem that Hammer Yump is going to be literally the last thing they do.
Oh, you can charge the spin before you hook shot one of the puffs. So, Zell doing the spins. Okay, guy. Having fun with the menu boss.
Well, spins is taking them out one at a time, so it doesn't seem like an issue.
And okay, guy trying Hammer to do 2 at a time to cut down the menuing. And since they were so synced coming in, spins might actually be faster.
So I'll be.
Or maybe it's just whatever you're better with. 10 arrow drop from Argus and a crystal. It's one of our 2 5 6s. The other in T-Rock will open up the Grim Fairy. Thieves Town has confirmed as crystal numero uno.
Dark Shadows giving up on the Hammer Yump.
Math Girl gets her swag. Staring at the menu, confirming, yes, you have no sword. So at 74 minutes, Dark Shadows gets a sword. No rage. No rage slashes at all. I am disappointed.
But Dark Shadows also now needs to find the 6th key of Pod.
Yeah, because you open the front door, you avoid the Hammer Yump, you need that key number 6, which nobody has found yet. But I think everybody, I want to say, needs it. Because I can't remember who Hammer Yumped and who didn't.
I know the okay guy Hammer Yump. Did Zell Hammer Yump?
Zell did, according to one of our trackers. Which, by the way, at an hour 15 minutes, give a shout out, of course, to the tracking team. That, of course, being D2 Kempson Cine. And rejoice in the fact that they could finally start clicking sword buttons. Okay, guy's gonna take the coffee break penalty. And Zell is gonna pay for the life lesson. Dark Shadows going to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Aga. Girls postponed it for a while, but realizing, okay, hammer yump it is, then off to the back of pond. Opting against it. Ooh. Like, nah, maybe the sword's over in these Easter eggs. Sorry, it's not. Okay, guy heading up Tower O'Hara.
I think she prefers doing hammer yump walking in from the top than the bottom.
That is a possibility, too. I don't think you have more time that way, necessarily, but... I can't do it anyway, so whatever. Yeah, that bombos in the big chest of Terrafera. Okay, guy, off to check and see what mood Trolldorm is in today. Dark Shadows climbing Aga Tower. Zell going to the hobo to be disappointed there. Math Girl chooses to avoid the hammer yump and will be pleased to finally get a sword.
You can see her contemplating, do I want to do the hammer yump? Do I want to do the hammer yump?
To hammer
gonna
yump
think
or not
about
to
it.
hammer yump? That is the question.
No hammer yump.
Piece of heart off the Trolldorm and a crystal. Three crystals down at the 77-minute mark. Zell also going, looks like, up to Hera. Dark Shadows in the Aga fight. And at 78 minutes, all of our runners have swords! No rage from Math Girl on that, just quiet resignation of, I have a sword. What? Where do I go from here? Why was I hunting for the sword for so long? Hopefully she remembers why this was a problem. Save and quit. To the house. Yep, she is gonna go face Aga, get that hammer.
I think after 78 minutes, the feeling is more, oh, I have a sword. Alright, let's use it. Rather than rage.
Yeah, and cut down bushes instead of having to lift them. Looks like okay guy is heading off to pod. Got the hammer and clear it because he hammered it. As Zell faces down the Trolldorm. Hammer strats, best strats. Nicely done, no falls. And it'll be a 1 hour, 20-minute hammer for Dark Shadows. But we can't stop, there's still a lot to go. And Zell is in Spike Cave. First check here, I believe. Picked up a small key to Ice Palace inside the Dark Tower. Spike Cave, Big 20. My go mode calculations are correct. Canis Samaria, Master Sword, and we're good? Minus keys potentially. So our bottom runners in Ice Palace and Face Mothla, respectively. Math Girl making the climb towards Aga. And okay, guy, we're gonna finally see what Helmasaur has been holding all this time. Hammer and Silver Hours, definitely effective strategy there. Peace of love. And a pendant! So Helmasaur, not even needed. Take that, needing the 6th key. That thing could be buried in Ganon's tower. Unless this is a pedestal seed.
Could be. I mean, there's only 3 items that can be on pedestal now. Actually, 4.
Let me guess, that 4th was you realizing that the Master Shovel Dream is still alive?
Yes.
If that happens, in this of all seeds, and it is not required, I will be loading up a seed myself and just rage slashing, just because. Math Girl doing the spin strats against Aga. Dark Shadows taking care of a moth. Okay, Guy and Zell in various places of Ice Palace. I believe for Zell this might be second dip. That was Dark Shadows the first dip. Never mind. But with a hammer, this is now full clearable. So let's assess our key situation here. We know that Ice Palace is a pendant, however, crystal dungeons are locked via big keys that we can access. So we're on the hunt for some dungeon big keys. That's why the dig into a pendant dungeon, and Zell realizes, oh, big key for ice is an ice. Nice. Okay, Guy taking care of a hammer. Oh yeah, bomb jump easily. Almost said hammer up
there. Zell shortly following.
Dark Shadows is the first to take care of the hammer pegs, choosing an overworld strategy instead of dungeon diving. And just a compass. $50 in the Ice Palace big chest. Zell will be soon facing down Cold Stare. Cold Stare, of course, will have a green pendant. That'll be turned into Salad Shooter for hopefully something good. The Trolls, of course, hoping it's something completely horrible and sending us elsewhere. Nice corner trap, the Cold Stare fight by Zell. Math Girl's got her hammer. And the world is now her oyster. So not only is it at this point good to keep track of what is needed, but also what items have not been found. So when we check a new location, what could possibly be there? We know the locations of both boomerangs. We do not know the shovel, Cane of Samaria book, 3 swords, and all the remaining keys. Just best way to sum it, all the remaining keys. Zell's heading to pod. Okay, guy taking on the very scattered Cold Stare. Fire rod strats there. Math Girl starting the Ice Palace dive. DarkShadows handles Wolverine rather nicely, getting Crystal there. Big key to Meyer from the green pendant. Well, I know where dungeon they're going to next. But first, Zell's got some pot business to handle, and getting what he doesn't know is, well, probably what he doesn't know is a pendant. Actually do not know if this Sassy Rassy is actually necessary, because our final pendant dungeon is a mystery among the 4 question marks out there: Eastern, Desert, Thieves Town, and Meyer. So approaching an hour and a half, we still don't know the dungeons. In the tournament so far, we've seen some jet seeds. This is probably the biggest molasses seed ever. Thank you, D2 Kemps. We had a map check, and Thieves Town is a crystal. But nobody has the big key. Or the small key. So okay guy finished pod up rather nicely a short time ago. He's now in mire. First of our runners to go there. Zell on the Helmasaur King. We'll have that done shortly. Math Girl in Ice Palace bomb jump mode. Dark Shadows about to be in potentially Ice Palace bomb jump mode. Yep, gonna go that route. $300, another load of cash from the Misery Mire big key chest. Yanni man, have you ever seen a seed this bad?
No, I have not. This is bad.
I mean, normally, we've been chatting to each other before this race began, and we had all sorts of ideas. But what has happened here has truly left us without words. This is something you don't wish on your worst enemy. I mean, not even the legendary Plando builders and ROM hackers like Wizrobe would ever think. Okay, Wizrobe might actually think of something like this, but still, just no. You don't do this to people. And by God, the cane is in its vanilla dungeon.
Okay, so there is now 2 more dungeons that we can access.
And another 300 in Misery Mire. So 2 300s. Cane of Samaria. Ugh. Are we item go mode? No, because we don't have a Master Shovel or a Master. I said Master Shovel there. Master Sword for Ganon. Okay, guy with a big hover. No! Oh, so close. It's like 2/3 the way there. Let's go and try it again.
This ain't gonna stop him.
1 heart might stop you, though. 2 hearts enough. Okay, I'll do this.
He's got potions.
Yeah, he's also only got 1 item left, which means he's straight off to Viddy. He's got 1 item found, but he's on a pretty clean route, so he'll be clearing chests pretty fast. Dark Shadows using that Bombos on Cold Stare to open him up. Down the right side of IP. And you can tell by the trackers, there is no idea what the pedestal has. There's no Master Sword. There's no 3 pendants. There's no book. It could be vanilla. There's nothing. Just... Our voices are back, and what we're saying, that not that you could hear anything, but T-Rock without a big key is pretty much the only dungeon available. So ALTTTP is pretty much limited to full linear because big keys are blocking access to the other 3 dungeons that have yet to be seen. As we approach the 100-minute mark. First chest in T-Rock was the big key. Really, game? This seed, I swear. I must know, who rolled this seed? Whose fault is all this?
And at 100 minutes in, we still have basically no idea what's going on with the seed.
Well, the chain chomps are guarding a measly $1. Oh, that big key find, T-Rock will be full clearable. Maybe, maybe the bosses are all holding the big keys to clear the next dungeon. How awesome would that be? Full linear.
How about full linear with multiple double dips? Is that still possible?
Well, people have already gone into desert. I don't know if it's been required that they've gone there so far, but they'll all be pretty much double dipping. That one guaranteed. Eastern had something in the first chest that was essential, was the boots, so that was a double dip.
Did they find any keys in desert?
I don't remember. I can't.
Yeah, this seed has been so crazy. It's hard to remember where they found each key because we haven't found items until 100 minutes in.
I mean, out of everything going on, your heart really has to go out to Math Girl. We're at 100 minutes. She's looking to finally complete her first dungeon. Mimic Cave's a bust with a big 20. I mean, there's been such little of good things happening in this scene. I'm hyping a big 20. This is what we've been reduced to from this seed. Okay, guys, trying to hover. He's trying to get something out of this run.
Hovering for no reason. He's got hookshot, he's got cane, but he wants to hover. It's the little things in life, especially after this 102 minutes, and we're still basically about halfway done.
Okay, guys, skipping over the Lava Island chest, Cell goes for it, proving the mistake it was with just bombs. Vanilla key. Okay, guy, why did you just warp?
So how many vanilla keys was that so far in T-Rock?
A statistically unlikely large amount. We'll leave it at that.
Alright. This seed is trolling our runners like nothing I have ever seen.
Oh, okay, guy went for the island and pays the penalty. Couple rage slashes. Yeah, our racers are approaching tilt. I'm surprised it took him this long to get tilted.
And okay, guy hovering that gap for no reason.
Just because, I mean, there's nothing else you can really do. Zell's about to get the Mimic 20. Dark Shadows taking down Biddy. Math Girl in the drain room. Okay, guy will soon be approaching Laser Bridge. There's 4 chests. There could be 3 swords. We just need 1.
Nah, it's only an hour and 44 minutes in. It's not like we expect one by now.
I would love to see a book, because then we might be able to actually find out what's on the freaking pedestal.
Nah, it's
Another
better this
big
way.
key, Thieves Town. Another big key, Ganon's Tower.
The GT Big Key!
Eastern Palace or Desert Big Key. Come on, be the bridge of keys, please. We got 4 big keys outstanding. We found 2 of them on Laser Bridge. It's a small key to Thieves Town. Oh, the breadcrumbs, they are here. And a book!
The book! It's the book!
We have 1 3/4 hour literacy. Hype that bridge. Clip that, somebody. Finally, we get something decent out of this seed. And after all this time, because somebody hasn't checked a map with Eastern Palace, we still don't know where all the crystals are. Even Trinex isn't being nice today. Because everything's just hammer strats. It's the best damage they have. And that icy floor is not helping okay, guys. Zell begins the fight. Dark Shadows just starting. T-Rock gets that big key. Math Girl finishing up. Argus here. Gonna be getting a first crystal. People in chat with the wrestling references. Gosh. Trinex just bombs a rage bonk from the okay guy, picking up that crystal. So, looks like we're going to Thieves Town, the seed once again linear, though we could pick up a couple of tablets on the way.
I don't think we're going to get a pedestal check considering we've already been to Skull Woods.
At this point, you might want to do it just for your own mental health and a sense of closure.
We'll see what the runners do. The okay guy spazzing back and forth in rage.
Which way do I go? Dark World? Sure. I'll just go rush the dungeon. Zell instead going the overworld option, so Divergence on the left side. And 97 minutes, we get crystal number 1 from Math Girl's side. Wow. Just couch cash. Oh, right! We have the book. We can read the tablets, but we can't actually pull them! Alright, Zell, where are we going? As okay guy heading into Thieves Town. He'll be able to full clear the rest of this. Math Girl going. Where is this? Is this behind Gary's home? I think so. I would love to see somebody read the Bob Bose tablet and just see it's a sword upgrade.
Vanilla Master Sword?
Could be. It's still possible. So far, Thieves Town is up through the Skylight Room. Nothing of practical use there. Okay, guys, just bombing out of rage now. I mean, you want to know another measure of how bad this seed is? Look at the cash totals. Everybody's over $1,000. Our bottom runners are 1,700, pushing $2,000. These are the largest cash totals I have ever seen. Any mode. Big key for Skull Woods in the big chest of Thieves Town.
So we might get that Skull Woods dip.
Maybe Skull Woods double dip is needed. big key of Eastern was in the cell? Big Key City lately.
Looks like we're getting all those double dips.
Do you want to do a dungeon-based fetch quest? Because I believe you may have to do a dungeon-based fetch quest. And Blind's Pun, we finally find out at an hour 50, a baker's job is just a piece of cake. Unlike this seed. And the big key for Small Palace on Blind. That's 3 big keys in each of the last 2 dungeons. I can't write a plan though this bad. I can't do it.
I think you just got put out of business.
That's... Oh.
This seed definitely makes you rethink almost everything.
Every decision is a bad decision. Just admit it. Math Girl is on Troll Dorm, gonna get crystal number 2. Okay Guy and Zell just finished Thieves Town. Okay Guy is gonna go check the breadcrumb that led up to Skull Woods since it's close. We might get a ped check while we're here. I hope. Dark Shadows in Turtle Rock making the push through. Zell is going to Light World, deciding to go elsewhere. That was a key of some kind, I think?
Small key to Ganon's Tower.
That's our first for him. Wow.
Is that the same one Zell got or no?
Zell just got the big key that unlocked that, so I don't think so. There was some divergence there, so different.
Okay, so Zell's gonna have 2 keys.
If he goes there, it's just a breadcrumb. You already finished the dungeon.
Yep.
Okay, guys, probably gonna go read a Bombos tablet.
We didn't get a pedestal check.
No Ped. Ped is still alive. Dark Shadows on Big Key Laser Bridge. Opting not to use invincibility items because he doesn't have the magic to do it. But Okay Guy has 2 5-6 crystals. We're gonna see the Pyramid Fairy. Zell realizes, wait, I got a big key for Eastern. I'm gonna clear it. Did we get a map check to see whether it's a crystal? Because this has the potential to be the 3rd pendant. Blind pull of the Ped? The Master Shovel at 1 hour 53 is still alive. I've seen one on commentary. Can we make it to? Pyramid, small key to Ganon's Tower, and a compass for Eastern. Big chest of Eastern is a map of
Troll Dorm!
Hyrule Castle. Down the penalty hole. Math Girl goes. Dark Shadows begins the Trinex fight. Okay Guy going Eastern. We are 5 minutes away from the 2-hour mark. Swords are all fighter's sword. The first sword, for those who were coming in late, was found at 52 minutes in the big chest of Pod. This was an Agaseed. The hammer was locked behind Aghanim in that blasted tree. We had silvers before a sword. Yes, you heard it right. Silver's before a sword. Armo's dropping the compass to desert. There's no... That's a crystal! Eastern is a crystal. That means desert is a pendant. At 1 hour, 56 minutes, we know our dungeons finally.
I think I can safely say our runners have lost it. They will never get out of this maze.
Oh no, you say that, they just have. Because look at Zell, we got all 7 crystals. And a Ganon's Tower big key, and a Ganon's Tower small key. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 1 hour, 57 minute go mode! With that find, well, we're go. But we don't have a Master Sword.
We're not necessarily
Spider
go.
Ganon is not possible.
Yeah, we are not necessarily
my go
go.
mode call. We are go minus Master Sword. Master Sword is the go mode item. Master Sword is the go mode item.
Yeah, who knows? We may still have a vanilla
Zell's
Master
going to
Sword.
go into Ganon's Tower, so with Ganon's Tower now available, ladies and gentlemen, how many items are there in Ganon's Tower total? Because they could go the whole way.
There
27?
are 27.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there are 27 chests in Ganon's Tower. Where is that Master Shovel? Vote now. Vote 0 if you think it's elsewhere.
I am not expecting it to be in GT, but I may be wrong.
I'm guessing 24. This seed is trolling enough.
I'm gonna guess it's in the validation chest.
Can it be in the validation? I mean, there's 3 swords. The reason why I guess 24 is I'm thinking the last 3 chests on the way up are the 3 swords. First 2 are big 20 and a 5 bomb upgrade. Okay, guy also going up towards GT at this point. Dark Shadows is checking the pedestal. You can now find your way home.
I guess it's a map. Pedestal hype is dead.
Pedestal dreams have died. There's a small key to Ice Palace on Bob. Master
Sword!
It has been found just northwest of Bob's torch. Would you like to make the official go mode call?
At 1 hour and 59 minutes, finding Master Sword in Ganon's Tower, Zell has officially entered Go Mode!
Rip headphone users, myself included. Well, it was a sub 2 go mode at least. Not by much though. Though in this situation, I would actually check the full basement. I want another sword. I do not like the idea of just Master Sword for Ganon because every hit has to be a spin. Okay, guy, 2 hours 9 second go mode with his Master Sword. and finish clearing the room, warp out, and say, heck with this, I'm charging up the gauntlet. And honestly, at this point, our runners have been through enough. I'm surprised they just don't bombos everywhere. They're going through the full mechanics of the gauntlet. Gotta give them props for that. Zell getting a perfect setup from Lanmos for a 1 cycle. 3 silver hours did the job there. Otherwise, I think that was chest 5, by the way, for that Master Sword. Math Girl is stuck, puzzled. I'm here. I want to check the pedestal. I can't check the pedestal. Ah! Both left side runners progressing up the tower nicely. Zell is going to check. Oh, there's another sword in GT from the mini Helmasaur room left chest as OkayGuy puts a fairy to use.
Watch how another one of our runners finds a Master Sword at a different one of those than the 2 chests that we found in Ganon's tower.
That's possible if you went down the right side instead of the left, as the next to last chest is a big 20. We will soon see after Moldworm 2 the inevitable conclusion. 2 of the 3 swords we have found so far in GT. Last but not least, a small key to pod. The 6th pod key was in GT.
Was anything important in pod past the first key?
It's a pendant dungeon, so that is legit. That seat, just somebody clip that.
What was in pod other than the sword?
That's the ending. That is just, you want to build a troll seed. That's just a, hey, remember this thing you were looking for? Yeah, there was no chance in hell you were going to find that thing.
What was in pod other than the sword?
The sword was the only thing of value, I think. But it was great value.
But that means
Zelgadissan 2 makes it clean with that bacon sword. OkayGuy's gonna open the right chest, get the 4th bottle, which was
but that
also
means
in
the
the upper
4th sword
areas.
isn't in Ganon's tower.
Unless it's in the basement on the right half.
It can't be, because they needed a sword, and it's possible to soft lock that sword out. They can use the 5 keys somewhere else, and that would soft lock the sword. The sword couldn't have been in Ganon's tower.
But the soft lock is not worked into the logic for V28. That's why it's a soft lock. Because you're not supposed to face Helma. We still don't know what Ganon says because we had a momentary freeze. Wait, hang on. Yep, we had a little bit of a hiccup on our end. I don't know what Ganon says today, but Zell is facing the big pig. OkayGuy's like, screw this, I'm hovering. No luck.
So that key gives us confirmation that this was a seed that was possible to soft lock.
Yep. That is true. The soft lock could have happened. But you just have to remember when you do pod in V28 that you do not go to Helmasaur unless you have all the keys. or you know how to bomb jump. Yes, again, we found the silver hours. They're our first practical weapon, almost. Now, those of you who are new to the Rando and new to Keysanity, this seed is extremely atypical. Do not let the fact that this happened today discourage you from running this mode. Cannot stress that enough as Zell takes a Ganon fall. Ouch! That is the window that could bring OkayGuy back into this race. As an update on our right side, of course, Math Girl going the long way around Ice Palace, and Dark Shadows in the swamps starting off there. Oh, okay. Ganon's telling us the Landslug fact today. There's all sorts of knowledge that guy has. And Zell has the lead of 1 block of text. So even though these 1v1 races are aligned horizontally, the vertical race is really close. And I would say really close, even somewhat on both sides.
They're within 2 seconds of each other.
And if Dark Shadows continues on his track, we might actually see, for the first time for me, 2,000 rupees on the counter. As Zell takes down the big pig, we will get an official time in just a moment here. All your base are belong to us. Zelgadis with the first at 2 hours, 7 minutes, 56 seconds. And OkayGuy just shortly behind. With an official time, 2 hours, 8 minutes, 11 seconds. That's a 15-second difference. And we'll bring them both in for interviews, whatever order they get here. And I have also just seen, since the races and the winners advancing such has been determined for both races, Math Girl putting in the dot forfeit. She said she was dealing with some hand cramps or something like that issues, so taking it for reasons on the mechanic side, though she was definitely on the track to get there eventually. So what we may want to do in this case is bring in the whole trio at once and just let everybody sort of vent to each other as to how bad that was. If I was running this, I would have not forfeited myself, in all honesty. Just, that was bad. But Dark Shadows is going to try to tough this one out. The seat is open to him, just a matter of going through the motions at this point. It's fairly linear once you get things rolling. I mean, you've taken out so many options, there's only so few left. So the first of our people who are done with this seed, Math Girl's over in the waiting room, so we'll bring her in at this point, and also if either of our two winners want to join in, we'll take them as they're available. I'm sorry, Math Girl, I am so sorry, but even Plandos are not this evil. 52-minute sword for the first person. That pretty much says it all.
I mean, usually I'm okay with it as long as it gives me a hook shot or a boomerang. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
we
hearing
hear
you
you.
just fine.
How am I? Okay, that's weird.
So,
boy.
I'll tell you what would have happened to you had you pressed on, had you been able to press on. You were basically in the linear track.
Uh-huh.
So you'd open up basically every dungeon, pretty much one after the other. Big keys would have started dropping in groups. There were 3 big keys in T-Rock on Laser Bridge and Trinix. And there were also 3 big keys in Thieves' Town, in the Maiden Cell, the Big Chest, and on Blind himself. So
I'm glad I forfeit.
you were on the track, it's just the seed did not open until late. Oh, and 2 of the 3 swords were in GT. So we'll bring in OkayGuy and Zelgadis at the same time here, and let you guys chat amongst yourselves.
I kind of... Oh, hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. So, do you like waiting 52 minutes for a sword?
My goodness. Well, even longer for a real sword. Oh my goodness.
Who got the first sword? I'm just curious.
I think it was pretty close between our 2 left side runners there. Our 2 winners are pretty close.
Nice.
I'm curious to see what the item count totals are.
Yeah, I'm curious as well.
I just hit mine. That's 178.
Yeah,
I totally
last
choked.
first sword was approaching 75 minutes.
Really?
Yep. Math Girl was just... Oh. Wrong gambles. Wrong gambles everywhere.
Zelga, did you?
Yeah, I noticed.
Did you get tempered?
I did. I got
Okay.
tempered.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
the way
you both found in the room above Hookshot in Ganon's Tower basement, and also you both found in the ascent of GT, the mini Helmasaur room. The left chest was sword number 3. The right chest, one of you found for the final battle. The other decided to skip it over.
Nice. Other than failing a million hovers, the only thing I really made a mistake on was I had both of the castle tower keys and I didn't realize it. I thought I only had one.
Oh no.
Yep,
Yeah.
The
game was just screaming tower at the get-go, and
yeah.
so
I
what
mean,
was
you knew that it was required though, just simply because
Yeah.
Hammer was.
Math Girl, you were the first one to actually go check that one out. Everybody else routed that in pretty late. So, what was the impression of the hammer is locked behind Aga, and you realize?
It was like, oh no. It was like, okay, well, at least I learned my freaking Aga Tower dark rooms just in case I absolutely have to use them.
Oh no. I accidentally put it off for so long that I was really overpowered when I went through the tower.
Yeah,
We should say overpowered on items, not overpowered on swords. I mean, silver arrows were relatively early, so...
Or keys. This was a stingy seed when it came to keys.
3 big keys in T-Rock, 3 big keys in Thieves' Town.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be honest, when I started seeing that clock hit 2 hours, it's like, oh no, please tell me that something didn't happen again.
Yeah.
First runner was Go Mode sub 2 by a minute.
Nice.
That sounds about right.
By a minute. And Master Sword was the Go Mode item. I erroneously called Go Mode on items first. Realized, oh wait, we still don't have a Master Sword. So
for chat's sake, I've been practicing hovering, and apparently it's making my wrists not feel great. So I just figured once my opponent finished that I would forfeit.
Oh, I understand.
So it was the hovering.
Unfortunately, because of hovering, I lost by 15 seconds. That's unfortunate.
So,
Yeah,
Math Girl,
I had
here's
a
a
game.
question for you.
Uh.
Here's the question for you, Math Girl. Since you don't know, and okay, guys, Zell, shush on this one because I know one of you actually checked where this one was. Where there was a 6th pod key that you did not find. Do you have any idea where possibly this trolley seed would have dropped that key?
Well, knowing version 28 and knowing the seed, I'd say Turtle Rock.
Later.
Later.
Much later.
The inevitable conclusion chest
Oh
was
my
that key because Helmasaur was a pendant.
Which actually implies that this seed could have soft locked.
Oh my
Alright.
goodness, you're right.
Off lock via swords. Okay, guy with 183 items. Zell with 178.
That's rough. That's really rough. Especially after the weekly that I heard about today. It was really amazing. But
I wonder where that 4th sword was.
I kept
The
looking
world
for it.
may never know. Did either of you catch the dig spot item in the credits?
No.
Nobody found a shovel to even have hopes of doing that. Who knows where that thing was? Probably on the right
you
side
know
of Gannon's
what?
tower.
I can do something for you real quick. I already forfeit, right? So I'm not gonna get disqualified for major glitching.
No. You already quit.
Glitch away. Dark
Hold
Shadows
on.
in Eastern at this point, if that gives our finishers a rough idea as to how much time he's got left.
Okay.
We want to
Um,
spade this thing out and see what was where?
Yeah, I can. Well, I mean, I can at least. Okay. Can one of you guys send me the freaking? Oh wait, I still have it. Never mind. Okay. Let me start back upstream.
Okay, guys, starting up again as well, so...
All right.
We still don't know a Desert Palace big key. By the way, that was the last pendant, so...
Yeah, I was actually thinking early on that it was going to be a pendant seed, but it just didn't end up being one.
All right. Let's do this. I haven't done this glitch in a while, but it shouldn't be too hard, right?
Yep, so we're searching for butter, we're searching for shovel, that we don't know, Desert Palace big key. Those kind of are the big 3 we're hunting down.
Oh my goodness, how long had it been since I saved?
Oh boy.
Alright,
I
let's
need to
do
learn to
this.
save more often instead of fluting everywhere.
So we're going to give you a little bit of extra here while we're awaiting our last finisher, or the powers that be say, give us the channel back for the next race, which either of those can happen and end this little bit of escapades. But
I hope this
if
still
you want to
works.
see some major glitches, here's your little exhibition bonus for suffering through the terror of the seed.
Oh, I only know this one. Speaking of EG, I almost accidentally save and quit while in midair. And it was like, oh no.
Yeah, this site setup has set this up, so everybody's heading different routes.
Yeah, I'm heading to check the stuff I didn't do, which is like Swamp big chests, Skullwood big chests. That's about it.
I think Skull Big Chest was a dud. I believe OK Guy pulled
Sorry.
that one. So we've gone for a race to full collaboration.
Alright, let's see.
Dark Shadows, I think, is in the personal pride mode.
Come here, guard.
Fourth sword. Yeah, the big thing to find out is the 4th sword hammerlocked,
Come on.
or should we say because of that sword locked? Is that even a?
I mean, sure. It can be sword locked.
Yeah, Bombo's tablet I don't believe was checked by anybody. Ether tablet I believe was.
Chat pointed out that the 6th key could not be a soft lock because you need the sword to get the hammer to spend the 6th key, which Helmasaur had nothing and Pedestal had nothing, so it was useless.
My
Alright.
brain hurts.
We in there, boys.
Okay, guy confirming Bombos. Big 20, go figure. Dark Shadows is entering Ganon's tower. May he go the right side and give us some info. Death Girl doing all sorts of crazy exploration glitches.
There we go, Triforce.
And that is how to major glitches. You can beat the game in 3 minutes.
Ah. Alright, there we go. Now everybody gets to see the credits again.
Right, 2 chests or nothing. He's not going to go further. Yep, we're going to get no new information. Hi, Ganon by Ganon. And yeah, that's major glitches, how you beat the game in 3 minutes. From the side. Red Boomerang on top of Spectacle Rock, which we saw. I believe Zell pulled that one. Okay, guy just spotted it. Spike Cave's a dud. Okay, guy, skip it over.
Thanks, Cedric.
Basically, how exploration glitch goes is you save and quit when jumping between layers. The game code gets confused which layer you're on. You jump down from the lower to under the floor. If you're in a dungeon, you can just walk across screens and bypass walls and all sorts of crazy stuff. Okay, guy, gonna do some tile room strats.
Ugh.
Dark Shadows seems like he's going to try pulling off Master Sword Ganon.
Oh boy.
Well, the third sword is on the way up the tower.
But there were chests in the basement that they just skipped.
Apparently, I
But he
somehow got
Master
Master Sword.
Basement. That's where everybody got Master Sword from.
Yes, but he doesn't know that the other 2 chests don't have the 3rd sword.
He hasn't encountered those 2 chests yet. They're, I believe,
There were 2 other chests in the room.
I might be getting my gauntlet confused.
Not the gauntlet.
Oh.
In the basement.
Yeah, the Master Sword was found on the left path just above the hookshot room. There were not 2 swords in that room. There was only 1
I
sword.
know, but there are 4 chests. Dark Shadows only opened up 2.
But he got the
Destitute
sword he
Boy
needed.
has lunch again.
Yes.
Lunch is the dig spot.
Lunch money, so it was just cash. Okay. So Shovel Spot is dead.
I can't believe I remembered how to do that, though. It's been a while.
It's not something you ever use in a race because, yeah. Kinda no reason to race at that point.
Zell
Yeah.
giving us the 2nd palace swap glitch we've had this race.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing until the pre-race. JC and Kenny were telling me about it.
Well, Kenny did it in the middle of the race.
Yep, did it after turning in the mushroom. Okay, guy doing some door clipping at GT.
Did he just mirror? He just... Oh, what? Okay, I really need to learn major glitches aside from just like EG and apparently it was Couch Cash on Pedestal. Interesting.
Couch Cash? He was away. It's the pedestal text said, now you can find your way home. So, map or
I don't know,
compass?
my thing says Couch Cash.
Is something wrong here?
Outside of the fact that this seed was bad, and everybody should feel bad, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it says couch cache, but we know it was a way home, so that's a map or a compass.
That's weird.
That is weird.
I might have. Oops.
When you reloaded, did you reload the wrong game?
I mean, I
Dark Shadows
reloaded.
does not check those chests to get bottled/tempered. Oh boy.
Yeah, all my gambles went horribly wrong. Okay, well, somebody want to give me the... Anybody?
If you still have SRL chat, you can scroll all the way to the top.
Oh,
and get
there it
that
is.
way.
Alright. Let's do this. Open with... Okay. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be horrible.
So if you're curious what other races are going on later today, we've got one that started at 6 o'clock right after us. Next start is at 8, and then 9 o'clock at the very end of the day. All of those you will see 2 on screen at the same exact time.
Alright, let's do this again with the correct seed. My goodness, this is gonna be fun.
As a time update, Dark Shadows is on Swaganim 2. Notice he's using
Swagnet strats. Just for no reason.
Why did they put so many freaking guards around Link's house?
Probably because he's a criminal.
because you beat Aghanim.
Yeah, but no, I this is fuck. Oh, sorry.
The frustrations of this seed made.
I'm so sorry, Fiesel.
I wonder why they put so many guards. Maybe because he kidnapped the princess?
But you did kidnap the princess. She was just sitting in sanctuary the whole time because it's open mode beginning.
Oh my.
Bob's chest
Fucking
big
heck.
20. Still nothing. Okay, guy is in exploration mode as well.
I don't think that worked.
As Dark Shadows is ready for Ganon.
Trying to EG. That's what I'm
Zell,
trying.
really? Blue Boomerang against Tarvos? You know how many hits that's gonna take, right? Like 40 something?
Why not?
It does work. Fun fact. Learn something new every season.
Yeah, I wasn't watching my arrow count.
Oh,
Let's do this.
But you have a sword.
Come on.
yes, we're beyond 52 minutes and everybody has swords. And butter blocked by Armos in the front chest.
Okay, so whole game was fighter sword.
Big Key of Desert was there as well, and small key to Meyer.
Oh no.
So that means the only mystery is a shovel, and I'm okay leaving it that way. 3 swords in GT. You butter believe it.
Alright, I'm gonna... Because guess
he
my
found the third sword or the fourth sword in GT. Really?
Yep. Armos front chest.
That's brutal.
Zell, you got a big key, right? Let's go see what the big chest has.
What?
Maybe the shovel's over there. That's
You
pretty much
just
the
read my
only
mind.
thing. That...
Hey, game. This ain't cool. Hello. Ugh.
Is the only way to sum up this siege. Big
I
chest.
agree.
My game is frozen.
All right, well, thank you everybody. Thank you guys for helping out, and trackers. Cindy, you guys are both awesome. Good game, everybody.
Good game indeed, everybody. Hopefully your round 3 seeds are not as bad as this one was.
And a big 20 in the big chest.
So the shovel, we'll never know.
Unless someone chooses to run this seed later on. But it'll be too late to know by then.
I'm gonna download this thing, I think, just for posterity's sake.
Oh my word.
All
So
right,
rude.
I'm getting out of here, guys. It was fun.
Have a good night. We'll see you next week in round 3.
GG.
Later, everybody.
Okay.
Later.
Good game, Matt Girl.
Later.
Good game. Yo, Zelga, good job, man. Later, everybody.
Yeah, GG's, everyone.
Alright, so we're watching an entertaining Master Sword fight on
Oh.
Dark Shadows End.
Yep, he just went down.
Didn't start looking for Tempered. Didn't think it was going to be in GT. But it's in GT.
Those of you who are in the various discords, I'm going to drop the link to this seed over in the Randomizer Discord, their general, once this is over and the race is fully done. So those of you who want to try the troll, send it to other people and such. Let everybody else feel your pain. Go for it.
I've seen much worse, to be completely honest.
You got some good notes for a Plando or something?
Have you not been checking your Plando Discord?
I may or may not have. But let's keep the focus here on Dark Shadows. He's facing the big pig. Master Sword spins. Definitely less than ideal. But fitting with how this is all ended. Chat saying, check the admins about that. Yeah, I'll definitely see if they are okay with that now that the race is done and in the books.
Ugh. Sorry I had to forfeit. Come on, Dark Shadows. Fight is terrifying.
And a nice interesting graphic on the OK Guy's side.
Oh yeah, that's one of his things he does when he's...
He's looking for a seed better than this one.
This is weird. There.
Seeing if the distribution can actually be done. Hang on, chat. Asking the admin right now.
It most likely won't matter in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, but, you know, probably bear a task first, just in case. Also, while we're at this, everybody, please give the other runners a follow, and commentators and trackers, and Fiesel, of course, the Speed Gaming Network.
And there it is!
Gee.
Dark Shadows is beating the Big Pig! We're rid of this seed! And there it is, an official time of 2 hours, 35 minutes, 46 seconds. The horror is done.
Gee, Dark Shadows.
See if Dark Shadows wants to join us for the interview. Yay, he'll be joining us shortly.
Seems good. Alright, so we'll get to see the credits from him. Hello!
GG and my condolences on that horrible seed.
Thanks. So, funny thing about Swamp Palace, I kept thinking outside of swords that the Swamp Palace small key was my go mode, and I had on my tracker marked that I had the big key. So then, imagine my surprise when I open the chest and get the Swamp big key when I already have it marked.
Oh dear.
So you pause. You're like, okay, let me double check my entire tracker. Oh. Ouch.
That could have been a bad mistake.
So
Yeah,
that was the
was-
fifth. That was by our quickest people to find it. A 52-minute first sword. What was it? Hour 15 for master. No, it was like hour 45-ish. The second and third swords being in GT, and the spaders afterwards. Sword 4 was in the front chest after Ice Armos.
Master Sword was an hour and 59 minutes.
Cause yeah, that was the go mode item. So go mode for our winner was sub 2 by a minute.
So I'm going to guess that someone hammer yumped over to and got Helmasaur down, and Helmasaur had a sword.
Nope, Helmasaur was useless with pendant. The sixth key was the inevitable conclusion chest if you didn't open it.
All 3 swords were in GT.
Yeesh. Yeah, I decided, you know what? The moment I find a sword, I'm just going to go with it. Master Sword Ganon just for practice.
So I've made a deal with the admins. There will be no more big go mode calls from my end, but in exchange, the seed will be distributed for those who want to torture themselves.
Honestly, if I had made the right decisions on where to go, it shouldn't have been that bad. Then again, it's a seed I was involved in. Every seed I've been involved in, be it racing or generating for people. Sorry, by the way.
I'm the same way.
I think this has been the fastest seed I've been involved in with a winner at 207.
With how that seed was evolving, I'm surprised it did end at 207. I thought it was a 3-hour tour waiting to happen.
Well, I full cleared everything, like everything I could, and it sends me against Tower Fighter, so I'm sitting here thinking, well, we're doing this.
Yep, that was a thing, and unfortunately, we're going to have to cut things a bit short because in about 15 minutes, you will see Sir Beater of Ars versus Mystikin and Rywek versus the legendary Turtle Rock Hoverer himself, TGH, right here on this channel.
I'm not gonna be satisfied until I can have her T-Rock Torch Room.
You're braver than I am, so throw follows to our runners. They deserve it for suffering through this. Throw them to just everybody here involved. Zelga is over on the tracker. or Zelgadis over on the running side. Of course, D2 Kemps and Cine over on the tracking side. I am so baffled and confused by everything that happened here. Yanni, man, I leave the last word to you.
So this was definitely a pretty bad seed. So let's hope we see a few more of these in this tournament.
It is only round 2.
Oh dear. Alright, good night everybody.
Runners make a wrong turn and everybody laughs.